How we doing? Good, good. That's not me.
Do you agree with Russell that there's not much around Montana?
I disagree. I mean, there's everything in Montana. Maybe not people. I think I think we just broke 1 million in the whole state. So yeah, he was spot on. It's a big town as far as Montana goes, but I think when I was there it was about 37,000 people. So small in compared to Seattle for sure, but definitely thankful from where I come from. Blue collar family, hardworking. 2 older brothers kind of show me the ropes, and just kind of always believe that I can make it one day.
Other than where you grew up, what's the next best town in Montana?
I'd probably go up to Kalispell. I think the Flathead Lake is beautiful. I think you go to Montana for the outdoors, right? The lakes, the mountain ranges, is just beautiful views, good hikes, good hunting, I guess. So that would probably be my next pit stop, I guess.
How meaningful was it, catching touchdowns and stuff like that these first couple of weeks, and just kind of getting all that after what you went through last year with the injury and everything?
Yeah, it was kind of just a deep breath, Kay. There's a lot of questions when you go down. Obviously, you don't really know if you're going to lose a step, if you're even going to play again, kind of those kind of questions. But it was just kind of a deep breath. It was a long journey for me and the athletic training staff and the strength staff, just, working tirelessly for, 9, 10, 11 months. Here we are now, and it's just been a grind. It hadn't been easy at any step of the way, but kind of having that moment of getting in the end zone and kind of being back, winning games is the best feeling ever. And I just love the game of football so much, and I was just going to work so hard to get back that when positive things happen, it's definitely nice.
With that in mind, how rough was it the first week when second play out you bang knees with Justin and then can't finish that game?
Yeah, definitely frustrated after that one. Just kind of. Like it is, we're in it for the long haul. So we're just gonna be precautionary. If anything, kind of flares up, we gotta take a step back and take care of it. But that was tough. I was like, all right, first game back, we're gonna do great things, and then couldn't even finish that one. So I was like, all right. Now the goal was, all right, let's play 4 quarters in the next one, and now it's to go get past week 5. So just small goals, setting them, continue to work, continue to rehab, and hopefully we'll be playing for a long time this year.
How much stock did you have that you may never play again?
That's an interesting question. I think, throughout the rehab process, there's definitely doubts. But me personally, I try and just ignore that. A lot of people had kind of told me now that this injury, a lot of people don't come back from it. And football players especially have a really low return to play rate. And I kind of just ignored that. I didn't even think about it. As soon as I went down, I think there was maybe 10 minutes where I was like, damn, kind of hard on myself and just bummed that the season was over and, I had to face the reality. But as soon as I kind of got over that, I was like, okay, when's surgery? When can I start walking? When can I start running? It was just, my mindset was I have to attack this, because once you get injured, you can't go back, right? You can't get uninjured. And so I'm not going to live my life as, this with a broken knee. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get to, the best version of myself and just continue to get better, I guess, was kind of my thought process.
At what point during the process did you feel like, all right, not only am I going to play again, but I feel like I can get back to where I was, if not better, I'll make a full recovery?
Yeah, the first day I started cutting, actually, was kind of a weird day. So we did a really good job of kind of building the strength foundation in my knee, and we're doing the running protocol, straight line running, and then they were like, all right, run, take a 90-degree cut. And I was like, you sure? And he was like, yeah, just go and do it. And I said, okay. So I ran, made the cut. I was like, hey, that didn't hurt. He's like, it's not supposed to. I was like, okay, cool. So at that point, I had complete confidence in my knee, and it was just, all right, let's get bigger, stronger, faster kind of at that point.
Did you run at half speed at the first one because you were nervous?
No, that's not my attitude.
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You were expecting it.
A lot of tentative. Yeah, no, definitely. It was more a tentative mindset, but it was kind of cool actually going through the rehab process, because you kind of relearn how to run and to cut, and I almost feel like I might be more efficient in my cuts than I was prior to injury. So that was kind of a positive that I took out of it.
You remember exactly when that was?
No. It was Groundhog's Day for me, so I don't really remember. But I remember being in the indoor, and Strick was like, "All right, run 10 yards, take a 90-degree cut." And I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yep, do it." And I was like, "Okay."
During the off-season program?
Yeah.
Window?
Yeah, so I mean, it was probably 6-7 months after injury. I don't really remember, but
You weren't used a lot as a pass catcher at UW, but did you know that? Do you feel like you always had that in you if the opportunity was?
yeah, I mean, I had played both ways in high school, and so I mean, obviously, college and NFL are a lot different than high school, but I've had really good quarterbacks. Kind of growing up, I had Will Wyatt, in high school. We won a state championship and was doing a lot of things on offense there. And then transition, I had Jake Browning, one of the best UW quarterbacks, arguably. And, so he put the ball wherever it needed to be, and I'm here with the Seahawks, and it's Russell Wilson. So I don't know if it's me or them. I'm probably going to lean more on them. They're, 3 really good guys, and so I'm just, it's kind of just, I just do my job. And whenever the ball's in there, it's like that's my job to go catch it. And so that's kind of what I focus on.
What does Pete say or do that makes you know that he really cares genuinely about you guys off the field?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting question, and he really does. And it's really cool to see kind of, at this level, the professionalism, the business aspect of the National Football League, that this, here's a head coach that cares about us. He cares about our well-being. And I think it's just, the small conversations you get. Hey, how you doing? Are you doing good? And, he's high energy, so he's like, come on, Will, pick it up, do this. And you don't necessarily get that. And I think a lot of times maybe there's a head coach that's like, I don't really have time to talk to this practice squad player. I don't have that time. I have to focus on the game plan and my stars, make sure they're ready. But, Pete really cares about everyone in this building. And I think that's a great, leadership quality and something I admired greatly in him.
Do you think that was his reputation was too good to be true? Being in Seattle for a few years, and then now you're seeing that maybe he really is that way?
No, because they had come over. They come to all the pro days, so I had seen him and John Schneider and Coach Peterson. Talked about it a lot actually, because he would come and watch. We couldn't come watch Seahawks practice, but Coach Peterson would come over and be like, "Man, you should see how these guys operate. It's amazing." And as soon as I kind of was going through the whole, NFLPA games and getting scouted or whatnot, you only heard good things about Coach Carroll, and it was really awesome to hear.
Is there a reason you wear 88?
No, I don't know. Numbers are interesting to me. I just kind of was the one they gave me. One of my best friends in college, Drew Sample, wore 88, and I guess I was 98. Probably about time I had a tight end number, so I picked that one, I guess.
How nice is it that twice in the red zone, second week back, Russell's looking for you and coming your way and trusting you with a ball over your back shoulder and all of that, where you had to eye point that first one and knowing you have that trust from him at this point?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much our job as receivers is to build trust and confidence in the quarterback. So, anytime that you have the quarterback looking at you, I think you really want him to have confidence in you. So, Russ is doing his thing. He's reading, taking what the defense gives you. You can't guarantee those opportunities. So, like I said, to have that trust and confidence that when there's a window there, that he's willing to fire his gun, and obviously good things happen.
Anything else? Thanks, Will.
Thanks, guys.